gang, it's me, Dr. Steve. So as it turns out, Bumbling Biden's got a lot more problems with just a little cocaine in the White House, which isn't a big deal, of course, right? That's what the Marxist media keeps telling us about Biden's blow, right? What's the big deal? Who cares? It's just a little coke, just a little cocaine. What's the big deal? Try some. So as the legacy media desperately tries to cover for blowing Biden, we have a new poll out there that's absolutely terrifying the Democrats. It's a brand new Echelon Insights poll of likely voters in battleground states. And according to this poll, were the election held today, Trump would crush Biden by 7 points, 48 to 41. Battleground states, gang, Michigan, Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. Trump would decimate Biden by 7 points. Overall, nationally, Trump is beating Biden by a point, 43 to 42. And the poll also shows that Trump beats Biden in terms of favorability, 43 to 40. But it gets even worse. Not only did the poll find Trump beating Biden both nationally as well as in all swing states, but 33% of Democrats nationally and 34% of Democrats in swing states said they would support someone else other than Biden. 1 in 3 Democrats literally want someone else other than Joe Blow. Joe Blow, the cocaine commander, is being rejected by 30% of his own party. But don't worry, gang, right? Because we got all those indictments, don't we? Right? How are they doing? How are those indictments doing in terms of bringing down Trump? Well, let's see here. It's now being reported that in the second quarter of this year, we just wrapped it up, second quarter and at the end of June, Trump's campaign hauled in a massive $35 million, nearly double the amount raised in the first quarter. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. After 2 indictments and arraignments, Trump doubled, yes, doubled his fundraising. Again, it gets even worse. Wait until you see this latest poll. It's going to absolutely blow your mind. But what you know what else is going to blow your mind, gang? And that's the amazing scent of Old Country soap. Gang, you've got to click on the link below and try this incredible American-made product that's sweeping the nation. They're getting rave reviews on Truth Social. It's an amazing South Dakota company called Old Country Soap. They use traditional Amish techniques and locally sourced ingredients to make the best natural soaps out there, gang. You won't believe it. Every bar of Old Country soap includes pure and unfiltered bentonite clay, which works wonders for dry and sensitive skin. It's absolutely amazing stuff. The scent alone is going to blow you away. I love it. And if you act fast, they have a special offer. Click on that link below right now and get 20% off your purchase if you use my promo code Turley. That's right, 20% off. These soaps will make an amazing gift for your loved ones, for all the patriots in your life, but make sure to get them before they run out. Click on that link below right now or visit oldcountrysoap.com. Get 20% off with promo code Turley. Your loved ones will love you for it. Among younger voters, Trump's lead over Ron DeSantis has just expanded to, get this, 50 points. This according to the latest Fox News poll, which of course is all in with DeSantis. According to the poll, Trump has 64% among Republican voters under the age of 45, while DeSantis is clocking in at just 14%. I mean, gang, you actually have the Republican donor class, the class that runs Fox and the RNC, the Paul Ryans and the like. They're actually trying to convince you that rhinos and neocons are the future of the party. The GOP is fine. It's Trump that's the troublemaker. It's Trump that's the problem. We just need a good consensus candidate like Mitt Romney or Chris Christie. Or yes, dare I say it, even the establishment-backed Ron DeSantis, who I like, but he's no Trump. If we just put one of those guys in, everything will be fine. And here you have the future of the party polled, voters under the age of 45, and they're telling a very, very different story, are they not? And it's a story that we're seeing duplicated, by the way, throughout Europe as well. It's being corroborated across the pond. In France, for example, which of course is currently burning down because of the globalist rule of Emmanuel Macron. But in their last presidential election, the only age group where Macron was outpolling the nationalist populist Marine Le Pen in their run-up election. They have 2 rounds of presidential elections. So in their first round, the only group where Macron outpolled Le Pen was with voters over the age of 60. Young people love Le Pen. Actually, she gets some of her strongest support from voters between the ages of 18 to 24. A YouGov poll found that 56% of voters between the ages of 18 to 24, so those are our Gen Zers, they all back Le Pen. And this is something that's absolutely crushing what's called the cultural backlash thesis, okay? The cultural backlash thesis comes from a book that was published by 2 university professors who argued that the political success of populists around the world, like President Trump in the United States or Viktor Orban in Hungary, Giorgia Meloni in Italy, that's all happening. It's all a temporary backlash made up primarily of old white men. I mean, this is a serious thesis that's out there. And rhinos believe. The populist and patriot movements around the world are thriving only because a bunch of bigoted and racist old white men are reacting en masse against the inevitable demographic and cultural transformations initiated by increasingly progressive non-white migrant populations. And the key to this thesis is that this resistance is temporary. And that's because we all know, quote unquote, that the youngest voters are the most progressive and liberal ever. And so as these older white voters die out and young idealistic leftists take over, a massive woke wave will inevitably cover the globe. Yay! So that's what's known as the cultural backlash thesis. And you need to know this is exactly what the Republican donor class believes. They actually believe that the future belongs to the woke, to the progressives. And so they're trying to position the Republican Party more consistently with that expectation. So that's why the Paul Ryan donor class hates Trump, and they're doing everything they can to push neocon rhinos. The problem, as you can see with these polls, is that the cultural backlash thesis is wrong in every possible conceivable way. Every poll out there shows that the new generation of voters is more conservative, more populist, more nationalist, yes, even more traditionalist than any previous generation we've been polling since just around World War II. Which brings us full circle back to old Joe Blow and Biden, the cocaine commander. Look at this poll from ABC Washington Post. Among Florida voters, Trump is beating Biden among voters between the ages of 18 to 49. Trump beats Biden by 6 points. Among the youngest voters, the future belongs to Trump. There's no way around this. Whether we look at polls inside the Republican Party or polls putting Trump head-to-head with Biden, they're all showing the same picture. And it's absolutely panicking the Democrats, just as it should. Hey gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.